this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. A pickup there of 39. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down, Stroud. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Cut near the goal line. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the red zone now. Has the Houston touchdown. The Texans take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Texans attempted a 2-point conversion here. He's throwing for it. And that's brought in for 2, Brock. That's going to put him up 8-0. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. First tone of the game for James Cook. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Allen on the play action. Pass brought in by Amari Cooper. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Taking a deep shot here. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Buffalo. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills don't try to match them right away as we start out with an 8-7 ball game. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They're out and set, first and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun now, first round. He's on the move. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Ed Oliver there to make the stop.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Escape. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And this is scooped up by the Bills. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. There's a lot of guys out there, they've got to be looking to one another. Hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
First and 10. Here's Allen. Escapes the sack. On the move, headed right. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down from the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills parlay the turnover into a lead. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Bass now to kick this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. This, our last play of the quarter. It's round throwing here on first. He's throwing deep to the left side. And that won't be brought in, but I love the deep shot there. Some excitement for us on our final play of the opening quarter. And they... Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. He gets loose down the right side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Took his shot at 6 that time. It's second and goal.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
Mixon goes up and over for the touchdown. The Texans tie and can take the lead here in the second. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. So the Texans gonna run it back, try for another 2-point conversion. They give it to the back on the zone read. And he runs it in. That's going to break the tie and put them up by 2.
16. Bills 14.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Escapes out to the left. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And now it's third down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He finds Kincaid. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First and 10 from the 41. It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The Bills driving. First and 10 from the 41. Allen to throw. Cook calls it in. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They kick the running back in motion. To throw again, it's Allen. And touchdown, Buffalo! So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills jump in front now by 5. Bass now to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
South. Here we go.
From the gun, Stroud. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Here's Stroud on first and 10. He's going to push one deep. He's got it inside the 10. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get some late points and the lead. Tank Dell the touchdown. The Texan offense out now for another 2-point opportunity. Here's Stroud. And that pass is caught inside the end zone. The 2-point try comes through, and their lead's a field goal now. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Regular.
Throwing from the gun. He fires one deep down the middle. He's got it deep downfield. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills get some late points and the lead. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. That one splits the uprights. And the Bills take a 4-point lead. Bass now to kick this away. Trying to locate it. Oh, no, he lost it.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Here's Stroud now. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go, let's go. Hey, uno. Hey, uno more. Robin.
First down, Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he's out of bounds after a nice pickup to the 10. It's a pickup of 26. And it sets up a Houston first. Working inside the red zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You've got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, it's a nickel set for the Bills. 3rd down. To the air, Stroud. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans take the lead just before halftime. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. He's throwing for it. And they beat the defense with the throw and get 2 following the touchdown. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Middle. Look out.
Back to throw it. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Tight. What's that?
A final throw before the break. That's caught. He found some space. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And that return gets him a little extra. Then if he'd taken that knee, he's up above the 25 before he heads out of bounds. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, home. What's that?
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Taken away by the rookie from USC. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
Ball at the 33 for first down. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Shotgun now, first round. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. First down from the red zone. Flush down now to his left. Now he takes it. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him first and goal. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing now from the gun. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans push their lead further to start the half. Tank Dell the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for two, but it doesn't work out. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. They connect on the deep shot. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Throwing now on first down. Allen. He's trying to go deep again. Big gain downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. Digs there to bring it in.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver could easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Here we go. Where's the hot? Where's the hot? Like you texted me.
He's back to throw. That's caught beyond the marker. And he got this close to midfield before going out. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets them 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first. From the gun, Stroud. Finally lets this one go deep left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. You've got a man in motion. To the air yet again. It's Stroud. He's got him. That's Mixon. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Offense in the hurry up here. Stroud throwing here on first. Fits it through the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. This is the end of the third. They're now set for 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
Left side into the hands of Dell. And this one doesn't go far. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing out to the left. Cut. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a 9-point advantage. Tank Dell the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game.
Bills 35. Kaimi Fairbairn at the kickoff.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, Allen. Connection made to Shakir. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Allen now on 1st down. Looking slant round, complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 1st down, Allen. Finds Kincaid. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Offense up to the line fast.
That's another Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Again, Allen to the air. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Touchdown, Buffalo! That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. This would put it back within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting at the 10. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Getting out to... And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ballgame.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
He has the first over the middle. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Connection made to Dell. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Man in motion here. It's Mixon on 2nd down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Here we go, let's go. Hey,
Keeping it with Mixon. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So the Texans come away with the road win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all
This is highly recommended. It's for all of my pushing the limit. Mile high got me over here with the flight attendant.
Yeah, I've been around the world and and seen them things that I can't buy. See, reaching these type of heights that come with a 3rd eye. I'm better at betting on me. The numbers don't lie.
That's how we rolling. You know them gold diggers. Want the pick of the litter, burying them hidden figures. I keep them triple hitters. Call them silverback gorillas. Going 8-8. And you know ain't nobody fight. What up?
Showtime. Yeah, this is the big ticket. Coach at Comptown. I'm talking that King Richard. This like a movie. I'm seeing the bigger picture. These fellas are...
In the only building this franchise has ever known. We're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Houston. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Couldn't connect to a takedown. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Stroud. He sends this one to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 6-0 lead right away. Texans attempted a 2-point conversion here. He's throwing for it. This is caught for 2, and right away they jump back to an 8-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get it up to the 27. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
2 for 1. Shoot that. Hey, let's go. Let's go, Brown. Value 3. Value 2 for a 66.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. They go play action with Goff. Oh, and put some heat on this deep. He's got it inside the 10. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Hey, lift! 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 2 for 1.
From the red zone now. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions finish off their opening drive. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions don't try to match them right away as we start out with an 8-7 ball game. Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Stop.
From the gun, Stroud. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Terrion Arnold has it. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They have it on 2nd and short.
Hey, 76. Shell.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, Goff. Laporta with the grab. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first. Gibbs now from the gun. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You could feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Going to the ground again on first. Again, he hits the second level. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions parlay the interception into points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions push their lead to 6. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. pass taken in by Diggs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Working quickly here. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Texans with 1st and 10. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Stroud throwing here on 1st. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans tie it in the final minute of the half. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. So the Texans going to run it back, try for another 2-point conversion. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He has it, and he runs it in. That's going to break the tie and put them up by 2. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, 5.
From the 36. Finds a seam down the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Whew, I think coverage got away with one right there, Kate. There was actually space, and if that throw came out 1 second earlier, that could have been 6.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Hold on. Check.
Throwing again, it's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Goff. St. Brown's got it. Complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10.
4 down.
Working inside the red zone. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And they've taken back the lead. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Super.
Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now gone. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Goff back to throw. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. This is caught inside the 15. Offense in the hurry up here. First down from the red zone. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Gibbs. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
They'll run. It's Gibbs. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Give him 1 yard on that play. Another good stop, and that forces 4th and goal.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right? Decision time. One of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
They send a man in motion. He's back to throw. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Taken away by the rookie from USC. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Escapes a defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down, Stroud. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's got it at the 5. Touchdown, Houston. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
The Texan offense out now for another 2-point opportunity.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
17. Kaimi Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. And he's out at the 25 where the old touchback would have been, but the choice to leave the end zone costs him 5.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps him get right back into it. good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Hey, kill.
On first down, it's Goff. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate first down following that encroachment flag. Off play action, Goff. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Super one. Hey, let's go. Go, Brown.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. And the defender comes away with it. Kamari Lassiter with the pick.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Why, Tony? Hey.
Shotgun now, first round. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Oh, hey.
From the gun, Stroud. Caught by Diggs. Space past the 35. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Blitz coming, first round. Pass taken in by Diggs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Looking for a target. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans with a 5-point lead.
Oh, hey. 19 Texans.
Another try following the sack. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Here we go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's tackled for no gain. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Here we go. Hey.
Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Amika Robertson takes it away.
Intercepted by the Lions. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Super 66. DC.
Setting up to pass. Laporta with the grab. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here he is to throw. St. Brown there to bring it in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. He finds Laporta. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. Still one more in their pocket to use. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal.
Obama. Hey, lift. Super one.
He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Jimmy Ward has it. And the Texans make the play that should win them this game. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception?
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, when we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run it back.
You getting money, you really don't need to talk about it. Move quiet, you should try it, there's some clout around it. Chase it, and overthinking the process. Outside of the gate, spewing that nonsense. On the phone, he begging women to come out. Back to back, calling until his minutes run out. Begging for loose change and scraping to maintain. Or sipping, and playing with waist chains. I think you get the picture, we outside the frame. Get your Louis Hamilton on swerve lane to lane. On gang. We brainstorm until it rains and we drive a gang. Straight into the Hall of Fame. You need to pay attention. I was 17 and had them shipping the Benzin. I was 16 eating steak with Russell Simmons. I was 15 in the basement with a vision. I could
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Stuff it in your Birkin bag, cause he don't feed on that. So just run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back.
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York.
Turn the lights on.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. The people they make go and dollars they make grow and everything's for show, but I will remain cold and eager. The queen don't talk to the meager, a leader. Who you know in the Zephyr? Been through the trenches, gutter fields and stenches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody want a doula, defend the throne. I'm a dog in the zone and your man's is bones. I don't fear the stones, I flash the paws. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva, you can never survive her. Streets got a code, couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me. And it
We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. The kicker Tyler Bass has us ready to start, and off we go from Houston. Oh, no. That is not going to work out at all. That will be a safety. So now, following the safety to open the scoring, it's 2-0, and here's the free kick from the 20. He'll return it from the 11. First and 10. They go play action now. Here's Allen. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Buffalo. On the ground, this is James Cook. There he goes, inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Bills first down. Once again, it's Cook. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. Here's Allen to throw. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, they go with Cook.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. They get 16 on that connection. It's good for a Texans first down.
Here we go, let's go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And he will score. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. Here's Stroud to the line. This guy's going to try to get 2 more. Back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll force him out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll go play action here with the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the shotgun, it's Allen. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. A pass caught right side by Coleman. Oh, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a... They'll indeed go for it with Allen. That's incomplete. Derek Hall on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs.
You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that works.
That one intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety. Still on the move. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Bills. Well, the guy playing center field, the guy back there watching it all, had all the eyes on him, takes the interception, and goes all the way, Greg, for a very impressive touchdown.
Yeah, Mike, and I just think the quarterback just locked in on his receiver the entire way. And as you said, that center fielder sitting back there, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes. And once he got his hands on that ball, it was nothing but green grass the other way for the pick six.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On first and 10, here's Stroud. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. On second down, Stroud. To the left side, caught by Schultz.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
And he will go all the way. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for two. Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard. And the Bills will take over here at their own 12. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. Down the sideline to the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. James Cook. Touchdown, Buffalo. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills have taken a 4-point advantage. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he goes nowhere. Buried back at the 15-yard line. On first down, it's Stroud. Taking off. Less than 2 minutes to play in this first half. Greg and I back from Houston. In a moment. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Stroud to throw here on first down. Now he'll run.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
11. Why Tony? Hey, south. Good.
Here's Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And in motion, it's Diggs. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. They'll run here with Mixon. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. Come a little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
On the quick, right?
They'll go with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. They'll look to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
On third down, it's Allen. He's got the hook up there to Cooper. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up.
Miami Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And no run back here as this third quarter begins with a touchback. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Allen going to give it to Cook. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
That's taken in by Shakir. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A gain there of 11. First down, Buffalo. On play action, Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. That's 11 yards again. 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really, it's the yards after catch that
James Cook. The speed on display. He's in. James Cook. Touchdown, Bills. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. Looking downfield, he's got Schultz, the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. To throw is Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Why Tony?
Throwing on second down, Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And he will score. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. They look to run with Mixon. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for two, unsuccessful. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. He'll find his running back, Cook. Now he's loose again. And they will fight. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Allen going to give this to Davis. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake.
Some shades of Dan Marino in that vintage play of the fake spike touchdown, but in this case, wasn't nearly as deceptive and wasn't nearly as productive.
This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. Here's Allen to throw. That's hauled in at the 2.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down. And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. And they'll show him the sideline, out of bounds, getting back to the 20-yard line. Here is 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Mixon. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. They go with Mixon. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Here's a big one. This third down.
Here we go.
A throw left side finds Dell. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
On fourth down, Stroud. That is caught at the 3. Give them 19 yards as they get the fourth down conversion.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter?
This defense backed up but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Again, it'll be Mixon. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. So now it's Kaimi Fairbairn in a pressure situation. This to win the game. His kick is good. So it's a win here for the Texans. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory.
Turn the lights on.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. The people they make go and dollars they make grow and everything's for show, but I will remain cold and eager. The queen don't talk to the meager, a leader. Who you know in the Zephyr? Been through the trenches, gutter fields and stenches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody want a doula, defend the throne. I'm a dog in the zone and your man's is bones. I don't fear the stones, I flash the paws. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva, you can never survive her. Streets got a code up, couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me. And if you didn't know, it's the NEC. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. If you don't love me, you must hate yourself. Either way you play with me, you gon' play yourself. Don't be stupid, decide that I'm the...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from Houston. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Nike Texas.
Stroud gonna throw right away. Diggs on the reception. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's caught downfield by Diggs. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. To the goal line and in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Here's Stroud to the line. This guy's going to try to get 2 more. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. So the aggressiveness pays off right away. And just like that, the lead is 8-0. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. first carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
This is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Southern California.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. It's 2nd down.
On the quick, right? Buggy.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That's into the hands of Diggs. He's got room at the 30. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Oh, ready?
Stroud going to set up to throw. That'll be taken in by Mixon.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Oh, ready?
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting.
They get 14. He'll get this out wide. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2. And in motion, it's Diggs. On the give, this is Mixon. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. Up the sideline, past midfield. Derrick Henry. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
And what a return right there. I mean, these days, most guys are just taking that ball as a touchback. They're letting it go and turning it over to their offense, but not this guy. Not only does he bring it out of the end zone, but he finds a lane and takes it all the way across midfield.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On second down, Stroud. That's complete to Diggs. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Here's Stroud. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete, and he will get into the end zone. Joe Mixon, touchdown Texans. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
In motion comes Andrews. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They go right back to Henry. Henry rumbles to the first down and more. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. A big play there for Baltimore. A gain of 48. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Henry. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. In motion comes Andrews. A give right up the middle to Henry. And good hard running will get him down close to a first down. Might be a yard short. 3rd and short, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Getting the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain. Play action now. Jackson. He's going to... And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
First and 10.
Here we go, let's go. 19 Texas. Look the high, look the high.
Stroud to throw. He'll look deep here for Diggs. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it'll bring up second down.
Hey, uno.
To throw, it's Stroud. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. First down was not very good. Here's second and goal. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here now, second down and goal. Jackson looking to throw. It's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. Now they'll be looking at third and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Third and goal. Now Jackson. He's got it inside the 5. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. They say no to the field goal opportunity before halftime. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Henry. A second effort, and he is in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
And that's a bit of a gamble, but I really like the aggressive play call. Understanding here before the half, we don't want 3. We're trying to come away with 6, and he forgoes the field goal try. They take a shot in the end zone, and they come away with a touchdown.
The kick here is good. Add 1 more point, and that takes us to the end of the first half. We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back. Second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half.
Deontay Hardy on the return. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Ready. No, we change it. Hey, report.
In motion comes Andrews. On the give, here's Henry. Derrick Henry inside the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. A safe kick taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Stroud. And downfield, he's got Schultz, the tight end. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Throwing right, it's taken in.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Texans have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here first and 10.
Hey, middle. Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
In motion comes Andrews. They'll run it on first down with Henry. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Kalen Bullock there on the tackle. Second and 7. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one. Second down and 8. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. Throwing Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. Back to throw, Jackson. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They will work the middle with Mixon. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Here comes second down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Now, Stroud. He'll check this down to the running back. Whoa! It's a big play when they needed it the most. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. 35 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Mixon. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here with Mixon. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Hey, south. Under.
And in motion, it's Diggs. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone yet again. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
A first down throw for Jackson. Down the field, he's got Aguilar. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Jackson now to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. 17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the first.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
A deep shot for Aguilar. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. Again, it's Jackson. He'll tuck it and take off. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the first down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
Jackson now on second down. He'll let this go towards the end zone. He gets free inside the 40. And he's going to take this back